Just for you tonight. Mhm. All black person, black people do 34, 35. Yeah, decided to be a little petty today, given the topic that we are discussing today, because sick of that foolishness. People decide they want to be in people's business and they ain't got no business, you know. So shout out to people that appreciate it, but don't abuse their ability to be in this space. Shout out to the people that's not named down boy. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new to this space, thank you for joining me. I am Miss Unity of the Community and Culture. Here we discuss all news, culture related every week. We focus primarily on the South, but we do talk about some celebrity news from time to time. But here, always, when we discuss our celebrity friends, we are about growth and not gossip. So today, we have our friend Miss Amber Rose, who is going to get a chance to join us here on the community. Now, normally, when people choose to make whatever choice they make, we here at the community are about freedom and liberty. We want people to feel free to make their own choices. But if you are going to do things and you are going to blame black people for your choices, or you're going to involve black people in your nonsense, then here at the community and culture, we're going to have a conversation about you. So without further ado, let's talk about Miss Rose. Ma'am, she took herself down recently to Mar-a-Lago, and she took herself recently to Mar-a-Lago to spend some time with one Donald Trump. Which, like I said, there are lots of black conservatives out there. It is fine if you are a black conservative. No one is saying that black conservatives should not exist. But this is how we came to know Amber Rose. So, if you are unfamiliar with this specific picture, exactly, give me just a second, guys. It is so hot in this space in Texas. God, it's already over 90 degrees, and we haven't even hit peak summer yet, Lord. We haven't even gotten a hurricane season. It's already over 90 degrees every day here in Texas. All right, I had to turn on the fan. So this is how most of us know Miss Rose. It says she entered the public eye as Kanye West's girlfriend, who he dated for about 2 years. Appearing on the Wendy Williams show in 2011, she said of her former flame, "He didn't treat me the way he was supposed to." Rose was infamously on West's arm the night he stormed the stage to crash Taylor Swift's acceptance speech at the 2009 VMAs. So to say that Miss Rose here has a long history of involving herself in black people business for someone who is about to very proudly tell us that she's not a black woman, which is fine. We celebrate everybody's right to be who and what they want to be. But again, if you are going to be constantly in black spaces and more importantly profiting as a part of black culture, then we're gonna need you to speak a little bit more carefully and a little bit more respectfully to Miss Lady. So that's and so then she used her position to become an activist for women, feminist activist, if you will. Again, as her in Black China, when they were getting ready to promote their very famous 2015 slut walk. So again, she has said over and over for the past decade, um, even though she owes all of her fame and notoriety to her position adjacent to black culture. She was a video vixen. She has modeled the runway for lots of brands because of her association with hip hop and rap culture. So this is a person who is 100% cool profiting when it comes to black people and black culture. So then the question becomes, why is she now saying the things that she is saying, and more importantly, why we should not take her seriously? And my question is, was any of it ever serious, or was it always a grift? See, we're gonna have to stop elevating these people, because I want to know, was she an activist or was she an actress? Because given the things that she is currently saying and doing, so here we go. So after the controversy broke this week that she had taken her behind down to Mar-a-Lago, this is what she had to say. It comes from nearly 2 months after she revealed on Just Be with Bethany Frankel that she's always been conservative. I'm just going to run this back. No one is responsible for these choices. No one is responsible for these choices. If she wants to be an activist for people who are in sex work, sex industry, modeling, whatever the case may be, and then wants to come down here and sell us the I've always been conservative, I have questions. And this brings me back to the Diddy apology. See, when it was profitable, especially when you were a lot younger, and age plays a huge factor in this, you were 100% comfortable with the role that you played. Now that you are older, you are wanting to revise history like we don't have eyes, and you weren't all over the magazines and the blogs. I've always been conservative since I was young. Adding that when she started dating West in 2008, she became the sex pop type of girl. So at no point did you back away from that. You wanted the fame, you wanted the money. Like, I am sick and tired of people who wanted the fame, who wanted the money, who wanted to profit, come into the stage after they have lived the life of complete luxury, complete privilege, complete celebrity. You had everything thrown at your feet to come back and say, but I didn't really want any of those things, and all those things were forced on me. Or um, I wanted it, but I wanted it in a Happy Meal. I didn't want it to come in a brown paper bag. Like, I don't understand why people get on these platforms and then want to try to revise history. Like, you weren't very out loud and proud through all of this in being that avatar, if you will. That was my first relationship with the celebrity, but also in the public eye. And he knows a lot about fashion. He always just wanted me to dress very sexy. And I'm like, ugh, I'm so not her. Like, I'm so not her. And I get what I come off as, but I'm like, so not like her. So then you chose to be a Barbie doll. You chose to take on characteristics, clothes, fashion, and identity that you are now claiming that was not you, but you didn't have a problem stepping into the role, which is why my question is she an activist, or was all of this just acting? So moving forward, then we get to why she found herself on the community today.
I do not consider myself a black woman. Absolutely not. I do not consider myself a black woman. Absolutely not. I do not.
Now understand, when Kanye came out and said that after he finished dating her, before he could even touch Kim Kardashian, he felt like he needed 30 showers. It was black women that came to her defense. It wasn't the Cape Verdeans, and it wasn't the white women, because she has always been adjacent to black culture, because she has always presented phenotypically and purposefully, might I add, as we're about to see in a minute. Like, this is the look that she has is highly manufactured. It is not organic. So when it's convenient to traffic in blackness, then it's okay. But when it's costly, or if you get any kind of criticism, then we're gonna see what happens with Miss Rose in a minute. So for somebody who claims she ain't a black woman, she sure does love the hell out of everything black. All the things. The 21 Savages, that relationship was in 2015, talking about how she was so in love and she was ready to marry him. And then we got to Wiz Khalifa. She was so in love and she wanted to marry him too. And so much so that she even went out and made black kids as a non black woman who does not want to ever be confused with black women. And I, as a black, fully black woman with a black mama and a black grandmother, two black grandmothers, great grandmother from Mississippi and one from from Mississippi by way of Louisiana and one from North Texas. Yeah, I'm totally okay that she don't want to be sitting with the cool kids at the cool table. But she sure does like sitting over there with the jocks.
Amber Rose says she's not a black woman, and I 100% agree. We need to let biracial people be biracial. The only reason y'all would know that this girl is biracial is because she told you. Kanye popped out with Amber. I thought she was Puerto Rican. You saw her hanging around a bunch of black people. She got fat old ass, big old titties. But that's not a black woman.
Y'all know y'all ain't seen Kanye with a black woman since Alexis. Technically black?
So that brings us to the picture that has everybody talking about Amber Rose with this tattoo on her face. Fine. If these are your people, then be with your people, girl. Ain't nobody mad at you because you decided to go down there to Mar-a-Lago and hang out with your people. What we mad about is the bullshit that came out your mouth. That's what people are upset about. And because you couldn't take the criticism, then you gonna drag us into your stupid. Nah, sis, go down there and hang out with your people. We're done. This is stupid. Great.
And this is no shade to her.
So let's just stop right here. These are Amber Rose's pictures from her childhood. There they go. So if Amber Rose is not identified as a black woman, I see why. If those are the pictures that she grew up with a very white dad raising her and a possibly biracial mama, I can see how Amber Rose does not feel that she is black. And I am okay with that. So Amber Rose, leave black people out your bullshit and your tomfoolery.
She's thinking with her whole brain. She's influenced heavily by her white side. Her father is white, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, her mother is biracial.
I do not consider myself a black woman. Absolutely not. I do not consider myself a black woman. Absolutely not.
No more crazy shit. All right.
So then that brings us to her endorsement for President Trump. It says, imagine being an advocate for women's rights and endorsing President Trump. So this is just the top line. The 40-year-old model, notice I said age was going to play a role in this because back when she was in her 20s, oh, she was happy to be down to all the black culture. Posted a picture with her and his wife, 54, at a black tie event. She also made it clear that she was endorsing the former president, who's the presumed Republican frontrunner. She stated, Trump 24, us, US, which led to a slew of backlash in the comments. Now, I don't care that she voted for Trump. Like, she one person. You vote for whoever the fuck you want to. Like, nobody gives a shit that she's voting for Donald Trump. The problem that we have is that you've been playing in our face for the last decade talking about you care about women's rights, and this man is
Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit.
exactly. Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit that you got going on, ma'am. You have been claiming to be an activist for women who have been slut shamed, who have been harassed, assaulted, degraded, defamed, and you gonna take your behind down there with a man who's facing 80 some odd indictments for the shit that he did. You can't be serious, ma'am. And nobody should take your ass seriously. And so then when they drug you for the tone deafness and the absolute incongruency of your quote unquote activism or acting, as I've clearly stated, that's where I'm coming down. My opinion is. And someone who has a horrible track record when it comes to women. But then again, his track record looks a lot like the rapper she had dated. So maybe that's what we're missing here in this story. But to come back and drag us, black people, into your bullshit down there, Mark Lago? Nah, ma'am. Nah, that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing at all. So you need to leave black people the hell out of your bullshit. So many see Rose's stance as hypocritical, as Trump has been accused of sexual harassment and was found liable for sexual assault. His actions also helped the Supreme Court abolish Roe v. Wade, making it harder for women to obtain abortion and IVF. Staring in Alabama, because remember, my focus here on this channel is the South, making it much harder. The backlash Rose has faced it prompted her to comment on the Shade Room's Instagram page to defend herself. Y'all think Biden cares about black people? What the hell does that have to do with you, ma'am? You're not a black woman. Sad. Do your research. I did. I always put women first. White women do not speak for black women. You're not us, and we are not you. So we don't need you, your commentary, or your advocacy, because you are not us. Hell, you couldn't even hack it on College Hill, and I got a degree from a HBCU, an all 4-year college degree. And girl, you couldn't play down there for 2 weeks. Trump supports the most reasonable compromise on abortion. This man has already clearly stated that if they put a national ban for all 50 states on his desk, he will sign it. But because he whispered something nice in her ear, stop being brainwashed because we're people. Oh, no. Who's we? Don't get all Cape Verde and French on us. Make your own decision. No, you, ma'am, make your decisions based on your interests as a rich white woman. Because you have made it very clear what you're not as a black woman. So leave black people the hell out your bullshit. We don't want nothing to do with you. Nothing. Or your bullshit stands. So speak for your own people, ma'am. Leave black people the hell out your bullshit. If you are new here, thank you for joining me. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. You are part of the replay gang. Thank you for taking time out to spend a little time with us here at the Community and Culture. As I tell you every time we get a chance to spend a little bit of time together, I hope your blessings chase you down. I hope trouble never finds your door. There is power and purpose in you. The community needs, so I need you to level up. If you get a chance to be kind, please do so. If you have a chance to give a little grace and make a little space for someone who is hurting, I ask that you do that as well. And to Miss Amber Rose, please, ma'am, please stay the hell out of black people business. Because as far as I'm concerned, ma'am, whatever you got going on don't have shit to do with black people. Nothing. You chose the path that you wanted. You ain't us. We ain't you. So your reason for voting for Donald Trump don't have shit to do with black people. It had everything to do with white women. So just leave us the hell alone. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, guys. Stay safe.